What's up, everybody? We've got Big Box of Hobby and Mitchell and Ness Box of Hobby. So there's the size difference. You get 18 packs in these guys, and you get 24 in these. But with these, you get the exclusive chance at the Mitchell and Ness cards, which I don't think I've watched any of these get open yet, so I don't know what to expect. But apparently, all the mini cards are like "quote unquote" Mitchell and Ness parallels, maybe. So we'll see what that actually holds true or not. Let's see. I see both Steves in here. Is Carlton or Larry in here tonight? Bench has been acting silly to where every time I try to log into it or view it, it just goes to like a connection timeout screen. So I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, this is the kind of nonsense that I'm getting right here. Web server is returning an unknown error. So, needless to say, not happy about that. I'm not sure why it's had so many problems. It's gotten really bad today. Like it's never been this bad before. And you refresh it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah. So, anywho, let me get my list going. I pulled up Chasing Majors here so I can just kind of see if there's like anything special that we should be looking for. Other than the fact that the Mitchell and Ness has special cards, I don't really see anything out of the ordinary. I don't see like any special Mitchell and Ness autographs like they were describing initially. But obviously, you got chances at parallel autographs, which in years past you never had in regular Allen and Ginter. They were always either the ones available in the Allen and Ginter X, or they were only available in other products. Let's see. So I know they had the base chromes again because they've stopped doing Allen and Ginter Chrome by itself. It's no longer a standalone product. So, anywho, we'll go through it as we find stuff that have some significance, whether it be parallel minis or whatever, because they have like the parallel guides and such. So I'm sure like the odds are on here and things like that. Let's see. Ginter backs. No. So the base mini metals there's only 149 of them, but they're all short printed to 3. The stained glass are short printed to 25. And then you have the cloths and stuff like that. So I don't think I've seen any of the cloths yet, at least not pulled. I'm sure there's plenty of them on eBay, but yeah. But anywho, we'll get to it when it comes time. So here's the break. We'll go ahead and do the hobby first, and then we'll do the Mitchell and Ness second. Let me pan back down and back across. Move Mr. Tape out of the way. And let's see. Get my friend X-Acto knife out. And good luck, everybody. I am going to take my list. Let's see if I can pull it up here. That way I can see it. That way when I know we get something pulled, I can reference, hey, this is who got it. All right. Take that list over here. And I'm going to watch the YouTube video and make sure it continues to update. All right, everybody. Good luck. I love the seals on these that they've introduced again. They used to do this all the time in the old Ginters from like 06 and 07. And I saw on some of the autograph cards that you can actually get the ones with the seals on the back. So those are pretty neat. This reminds me a lot of the old school Allen and Ginter from like 06. So there's what the bottom of the box looks like for those that haven't seen it. They promote those Daguerre type ones that come in the books. So if we get a redemption, you know, that's what that's about. So anyway, here we go, hobby. Guaranteed 2 hits. Let's get something. We have Jackie Robinson. Let's see, that's Justin Henry Malloy. Corey Seager, Augustin Ramirez, Connor Norby. We have the backwards card here, and that is the rainbow foil of Michael McGreevy going to the Cardinals. Cardinals in this break go to, I think those went to me, right? Yeah, those go to me. And then we have a Jordan Alvarez. Those are the N22s. That goes to the Houston Astros, and that went to me. And then the Battle of the Bay Athletics. Those are the SVs. I can't remember what those are. Art McGuire going to the Oakland A's, and that goes to Steve. Steve Buckmaster, that is. All right, pack number 2. I'm going to try to save the hits for the end. All right, we have Teddy Ballgame going to the Red Sox. Powell goes to the Nationals. He must be a senator or something like that. Tyler Fitzgerald going to the Giants. Gary Crochet going to the Red Sox. We have our first Chrome going to Kansas City, and that's Bobby Witt. Those are not serial numbered. Kansas City in this group break went to Steve Buckmaster. Bill Mazeroski going to the Pirates. We have a Song Kim mini for the Dodgers. That also goes to Steve Buckmaster. That's a standard mini. And a Wicked Curves of Clayton Kershaw going to Steve Buckmaster. All right. Next up. We have a Logan Gilbert, Kristen Campbell, Grazi, whatever how you pronounce his name, Joey Graziadi. And our first relic is a Juan Soto for the Mets. And the Mets in this one went to me. I got them toward the end of the break. That's a Mets relic. Just a basic jersey card of Juan Soto. We got a Leslie Arfin rainbow foil going to the non-sports spot. A Long, let's see, is that Mark Long, the godfather of reality TV, going to the non-sports spot. And then we have the Nationals World Series Championship card. Well, couldn't hold that one back. Guess I'm looking for the parallels, really, is what I'm looking for to prevent. Seth Lugo, Jonkinski Noel, Mackenzie Gore, Scott Boras, Hall. Who's Hall? John Hall, musician. Okay. Honus Wagner going to the Pirates. We have a mini of Sheldon. Scott Sheldon, the manager, going to the Rangers. And that's the A&G back. Rangers in this group break went to me. And a Wicked Curves of Pedro Martinez going to Larry G. Next up, we have Hunter Green going to the Reds, Cade Horton to the Cubs, Chris Bryant to the Rockies, a Boogie with the Hoodie. It is a Boogie with the Hoodie. That is a wrapper, so it doesn't go to the Yankees. That goes to the non-sports spot. James Wood X-Fractor. That's pretty cool. That goes to the National spot. I got the Nationals in the break. See, we have a Bob Gibson turn backwards. That is a rainbow foil going to the Cardinals. That goes to me. We have a Lawrence Butler mini. That is a standard mini back going to the A's and Steve Buckmaster. And then we have Matt Holliday, Rockies win the pennant, going to Colorado and Larry G. So I think James Wood's probably the best card so far. Go over that Juan Soto. Jackson Holliday, Cal Raleigh, Ohanan, Alexis Ohanian, Will Clark, Reese Hines, Harmon Killebrew. There's a Gunnar Henderson. That's that N22 design going to the Orioles and me. And Jim Palmer, Wicked Curves going to me. That's pretty cool too. X-Fractors or case hits. I did not know that. Is that what it says on here as well? Let's see. I could spell. What are they called? X-Fractors, or are they called something else? Are they called building blocks? I wonder what they're called. Chrome checklist, Chrome Mini. Chrome Metal Pearls. I don't have them listed on there, but that's cool if it is. JJ Bleday. Saw 5 pulled in the 5 case breaks. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Max Fried. Godino. Who's Godino? Joe Godino, musician. River Ryan for the Dodgers. There's a refractor of Kind. That's Richard Kind. So, yeah, so I actually have it notated refractor on there. That goes to the non-sport spot. We have a Michelle Fitzgerald rainbow card going to the non-sport spot, reality TV star. We have a black border of Rooks, whoever Rooks is. Taylor Rooks, a sports journalist for the Big Ten Network and Thursday Night Football, and then the NBA. Cool. And Blue Jays, Joe Carter, World Series home run card. And I guess my James Wood card's a big hit then. Cool. I'll take it. We have PCA, Zebby Matthews. I get Zebby Matthews. Yeah. Shane Halter. That's a name. Kirk Gibson. There's Kind again. Fred the Crime Dog for the Cubs. A Zone. Ethan Zone, reality TV star. And Joe Musgrove, Wicked Curves going to the Padres. We have Andrew Benintendi going for the White Sox. DJ Hurst for the Nationals. Chandler Simpson for the Rays. Ricky Henderson to the A's. There's Sheldon for the Rangers. We have a rainbow of Bo Bichette. Wonder where he's going to go. Do you think he goes back to Toronto, or do you think he goes somewhere else? We have a Bo Jackson, man. That's pretty cool. A&G back Bo Jackson, too, going to Kansas City. That goes to Steve Buckmaster. That's a cool mini. And a Royals won the World Series. I'm guessing, who is that? Quisenberry? Brett Saberhagen. Okay, I was thinking Quisenberry. That's Brett Saberhagen. Going to Kansas City as well. We have Salvi Perez going to Kansas City. Clayton Kershaw going to the Dodgers. Mick Abel going to the Phillies. Bo Jackson, Kansas City. We have a Bryce Harper Chrome, and I see another Chrome back there going to the Phillies. Phillies in this break went to me. We have a Mel Ott going to the Giants. We have a Matt Shaw Chrome mini. That goes to the Cubs. Cubs got bought up by Steve Buckmaster. That's a nice mini. And a Wicked Curves of Trevor Hoffman going to the Padres. Next up, we have Jackson Churio going to the Brewers. Roger Clemens to the Red Sox. Satchel Paige going to the St. Louis Browns. That became Baltimore, so that goes to Baltimore. There's Prepon. That's the girl from the 70s show, Laura Prepon. Jordan Alvarez. We have a backwards rainbow of Drewski, comedian. That goes to the non-sport spot. Going to the non-sport spot, we have the Fangtooth Fish. Yes, the 50 fish from Global Waters, the legendary Fangtooth. And then for the Dodgers, we have Kirk Gibson. Let's see. Some of the most off-the-wall characters in this. And then to go with the fish and all the other nonsense and the birds. I do like the birds, though. If you all get birds, I am your person. I do like the birds. I see a foil filigree back there. We have Mason Wynn. There's Calvin Edward Ripken Jr. Jax, co-pilot. Must be a cartoon. Daryl Strawberry. We have a silver foil filigree of Brent Rooker going to the Oakland/Vegas A's, going to Steve Buckmaster. We have a Larry Walker. Pee Wee Reese going to Brooklyn. That goes to the Dodgers. It's a regular mini back. And a Nolan Ryan Wicked Curves going to the Astros. And the Astros went to me. Next up, We have a baby Ken Griffey Jr. That's a young Griffey picture there. It's probably like 1990-ish. Dalton Rushing, Fitzgerald, Michelle Fitzgerald, Matt Chapman, Ronald Acuna Jr. There's a rainbow foil of Reggie Jackson going to the A's and Steve. There is a mini of Garrett Cole. That is the A&G back going to the Yankees and Steve McGuire Nut. And also to McGuire Nut at Derek Jeter. Insert. Cammy Smith going to the Astros rookie. There's a Matt Olson, Bob Gibson, Arfin, Leslie Arfin, Jose Barrios. Let's see, Don Larson going to the Yankees. Who's that? Long. Godfather versus everybody. Mark Long, Godfather reality TV again. Got his mini card. And going to the Yankees, we have CC Sabathia. Let's see. Do we have a thickie? We have a thickie in here, so I'm going to save that to the end. Caught it that time. Royce Lewis, Masataka Yoshida, Bergman, Wes Bergman, Kerry Carpenter, Reagan, Chuck Reagan, okay, Jim Bunning, and another Lawrence Butler mini. I swear I think we had a Lawrence Butler mini already, and a Barry Zito, Wicked Curve. We have a Colt Keith going to Detroit, Aaron Nola, Lauren Alania Singer, Fergie Jenkins, Verdes. Who's that? Ty Verdes. Okay. Ryan Bliss, Rainbow going to the Mariners. We have a Keenan Thompson, if you remember Keenan and Kel, mini. And the Phillies won the World Series, or pennant that year. It would have been a couple years ago. They definitely didn't win it this year because that was the Dodgers. Let's see. Next up, we have Kyle Schwarber, Ryan Bliss, Thomas Sagisi, Randy Johnson. There's a Joe Torre. We had a number to 5 Joe Torre out of Allen and Ginter Chrome years ago. Let's see. Vladdy Sr. There's another kind. Richard Kind, A&G back. A lot of the same people in parallels and minis and such. And a Wicked Curves of Tom Terrific for the Mets. I'd like to find a serial number card or something to go with this. McGuire, Jace Young, DJ Mighty My, Marcelo Mayer. There's a rainbow of Mel Ott to go with a rainbow of Alania. Is there a difference, or are they just 2 rainbows in one pack? Let's see. No, they just look like rainbows to me. Just multiple rainbows. Interesting. Okay. Caden Dana mini and a Big Poppy. Yeah, essentially that was a 2-in-1. Wish they would do Allen and Ginter like this more often, to be honest. I like this style format than the others. We do have a color foil filigree back there. It's orange, so maybe it's numbered to 25. Reggie Jackson and Carlton Fisk. Ben Rice. I was thinking Ezekiel Tovar. That's not Ezekiel Tovar. Willie McCovey. We have a mini of Manny Machado in the N22. We have a Steve Carlton Wicked Curve. And back here, numbered 5/25, Willie Adames. Going to the San Francisco Giants. And the Giants in this one went to me. Willie Adamas, 5/25 orange foil filigree. Those are pretty tough to hit. I've seen a lot of these opened, and you don't see too many of those. I don't think Willie Adamas was high on my list of cards to hit, but hey, I got one, I guess. Wish it had been Chisholm for you, Steve, or Otani for you, other Steve, or, Marcelo Mayer for you, Larry, or for Cal. I wish I could have gotten you Acuna or something like that. Let's see, Hershiser, Sagano, Muncy, Marshall, Tom Marshall, Kerry Carpenter Rainbow. And speak of the devil, we talked about him earlier in a chrome. Now we have a black border of Joe Torre. And we have, is that AJ Pierzynski? No, Mark Burley. Apparently I'm not good with faces of people from 20 plus years ago now. Let's see, Trey Turner, Michael Schmidt. See, Kevin Alcantara. Is it? Yeah, Kevin Alcantara. Thinking of Sandy Alcantara. Is that Sam? Yeah, Sam Algilari. Jazz Chisholm for you, Steve. Johnny Bench. And Dick Allen, Hall of Famer now. Regular back mini. And a Goose Gossage for the Yankees with curve. Let's see. Well, that mini snuck out. That was Ricky Henderson there. That's pretty cool. A&G back going to the A's and Steve Buckmaster. Quiro, Ernie Banks, Terang, May, Pena, Wes, Bergman, rainbow foil, and a Bruce Sutter. And last pack before we get to the hit from the Hobby Box. Mini is of Ty Cobb, standard back. We have, is that Dizzy Dean, Christian Yelich, Dylan Cruz, Bobby Witt Jr., Luis Angel Acuna, Gaylord Perry, and Bob Gibson going to the Cardinals. And now the hit, if I can do it right, we have our buddy Sagisi going to the Cardinals. We have the bird is the Western Meadowlark. There's your Western Meadowlark for you bird fans. We have Kirby Puckett, Twins won the World Series. McGreevy, Vladdy Jr. I was about to say, I thought we hit a redemption. What is that? The card is so off-centered. You ever seen one that off-centered before? Marcus Semien. It looks, yeah, it's really off-centered. A Cody Bellinger bad card. Ugh. That card is really off-centered. Left to right for the Yankees going to Steve McGuire. The card bigger than the rest of the cards? No, it's the same size. It's just all way off-centered, left to right. Not a fan of bad cards in Allen and Ginter. Sorry. You want rip cards, you want autos. All right, Mitchell and Ness. Let's make up for it. I hate double relic boxes. They stink. I was hoping that was going to be some sort of weird redemption because that card has a totally different style of border than the Juan Soto. I was going to get all excited that we hit one of those Daguerre cards or something like that, and I was going to be like, yeah. Instead, I'm like, what is this nonsense? So these are just like the Allen and Ginter X. If you guys remember those, you only get 18 packs in a box, and the box just looks like a retail box from the old days. So good luck. I've not really seen any of these open. I haven't looked, so I'm sure there's plenty of them out there that have been open. So good luck, everybody. Yeah. Lawrence Butler. That's Larry David, right? Yeah, Larry David. J-Rod, so we're getting some new names. Oh, we have a relic already for CC Sabathia. Already in the first pack. Going to the Yankees and Steve Nixon. You got that one as well. 2 Yankee relics. Jim Bunning. We have two. We have a Ryan Bliss black border. Did not expect to see the black minis in here. Light the Night Point Bonita Lighthouse going to the non-sport spot. And for the Astros, a Wicked Curve of Nolan Ryan. We have Keenan Thompson, Blake Snell, Elko, Stan the Man, Yoshida, Nola, and No Mini. All right, that's probably where the other mini came from, was that other pack. And Jonah Heim. These are 8 cards per pack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably what happened. Let's see. Rooks, Taylor Rooks, Keene, Eric Keene, Colt Keith. Oh, God, here we go. Here's some more minis. There's 3 minis in this pack. All right, this is going to be fun. So we have a Mitchell and Ness back of Mike Trout. That's a good one. If you had to get a Mitchell and Ness back, that's a pretty good one to get going to the Angels. Angels in this one went to Steve Buckmaster. That's a solid one right there. So if you see the difference here, you got the Mitchell and Ness. You have the Allen and Ginter back of Mickey Mantle, which is also a nice one, going to Steve Nixon. That's a nice one too. And then we also have a regular mini of Masataka Yoshida going to the Red Sox and Larry G. And a Wicked Curves of Chris Sale and the Braves going to Carlton. So we got everybody something. We did get 8 cards in that pack, though, so that's a plus. We just got a bunch of minis. And guess what? No, we have a mini in here. I was about to say. No mini. Jimenez, Cranston, Josh Naylor. Is that Josh Naylor? Yeah. Bishop, Schwarber, Big Mac, and a George Curry mini going to the Mariners, and a Boston Red Sox Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz insert. So Mitchell and Ness seems very wide. Minis all over the place. Ty Cobb, Ozzie Smith, Fernando Tatis Jr., Jace Young, Carlton Fisk, Willie McCovey, and a Dalton Rushing mini. One thing I don't see is I don't see the rainbows and the chromes. Not yet, at least. Christy Mathewson, Wicked Curves. Oh, the other hits right there. It's in the top pack on both sides. James Wood, Mike Trout, Carlos Beltran, Warren Spahn. There's a Gabriel Moreno A&G back. Robin Yount. There's a Ryan Sandberg Cubs mini, and a Wicked Curves of Pedro Martinez. McCutcheon, Gunnar Henderson, Mookie Betts, Jimmy Rollins. Who's that? Chase Meredith, Bobby Witt Jr. Mitchell and Ness mini. That's a good one too. Going to Kansas City. That goes to Steve Buckmaster. That's a good one too. And a Chan Ho Park runaway mini going to the Dodgers, and another Matt Holliday. So 2 Mitchell and Ness and 2 good ones. I wonder if the Mitchell and Ness are exclusive to the good players. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Yu Darvish, Rafael Devers, Skylar Aston, Chan Ho Park, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Tim Raines, and a mini of Jimmy Rollins to the Phillies, and a Wicked Curves of Jim Palmer. Oh, got some chrome and a refractor. They're like, hey, you complained about it, and we're just going to throw them all in one pack. Weber, Roki Sasaki, Ryan Sandberg, newest Oriole Pete Alonso. We have a chrome of Kumar Rocker, a refractor of Hassan Kim, and a Royce Lewis mini going to the Twins. And another Joe Carter. So we're duplicates of all the inserts. We have Derek Jeter, Emma Roberts, Thurman Munson, Adadel Amador. We have a Frankie Lindor, Mitchell and Ness back for the Mets. Cy Young. We got a State Bird, of the Northern Cardinal, our friend the Northern Cardinal. Funny story about them in Charlotte. When I was in Charlotte, I had this bird that always would sit by my window every single morning at 3:30 in the morning and just go to town. He made sure I woke up on time. That's for sure. Let's see. Big Sean, Chase Dolander, O'Neill Cruz, Chung, Jamie Chung, Ken Griffey Jr. We have a gold mini and a regular mini. So the gold mini is of Fergie Jenkins and a big Christmas ANG back. First gold mini I've seen. Another Brett Saberhagen. We have Denzel Clark, Roy Campanella, Byron Buxton, Wilson Contreras, Oral Hershiser, another gold mini. Got two of them. Wilson Contreras, Mitchell, and Ness back. So it's not just the good players. You get some of the mid players too. Ty Verde's gold mini. And the Astros, that's Bregman. He was happy about his buzzer. We have Bryce Terang, Vladdy Jr., Marcus Semien. Let's see. Jaron Duran, Xander Bogaerts, Barry Larkin. We have a N22 design of Vladdy Jr. and a Wicked Curse of Don Sutton. This Cardinal, he landed on my stoop, and he was right by my window literally every day at 3:30 in the morning. So it looks like we got a chrome and a chrome mini in this one. Bobby Witt, Reagan, Fergie Jenkins, Austin Riley, George Kirby. We have a chrome of Juan Soto and of Little Tatis Jr. and Ryan Howard. Let's see. Mr. Eon. Sure. Hank Aaron. There's Nick Kurtz. Where's Nick Kurtz sitting? Dalton Rushing, Cam Smith, Don Larson, and a Warren Spahn mini going to the Braves, and a Wicked Curves of Trevor Hoffman. Al Kaline, Callaway, Sway Callaway, Willie Mays, Matt Olson, Royce Lewis. Got two minis in this one. Got a Freddie Freeman Mitchell in us. That's a good one. Phil Necro mini and another Kirk Gibson. One last pack, and then we have that hit. Nothing serial numbered so far. Let's see. Joey guy again. Marcelo Mayer, Tovar. That's Cesar Tovar. Nolan Shawnuel, Nacho Alvarez, Johnny Mize, Yadier Molina mini, and Dwight Gooden. So nothing crazy yet. All right, we have a Paul Skeens, Dave Winfield, Mickey Mantle, and we have a Fangtooth. Didn't we get the Fangtooth earlier? We got Fangtooth's brother, Fangtooth. And then we got the Nationals, Carlos Correa, and we have a Cal Ripken Jr. plain white swatch for Baltimore going to me. So to round it off. That's it. Let's see. Only one serial number card. I guess the Mitchell and Ness doesn't have the serials, maybe, or not like the other ones. Maybe just the serial numbers aren't really guaranteed. Let's see. Going back through the hits again. Let's see. We got a bunch of those minis, obviously, but yeah, we did get a gold mini of Verde's. We got the gold mini of Fergie Jenkins. We got the dreaded Cardinal. Let's see. We got the Hyun Kim refractor. It's pretty nice. The Bobby Witt mini of the Mitchell and Ness back. Those are pretty cool. I don't know if they've got a limit. Like I said, I don't know if they have a limited run of those or not. Mike Trout, Mitchell and Ness mini. That's a good one too. You got the Mickey Mantle A&G back. That's pretty nice too. And then you got Sabathia and Juan Soto jerseys. Clay Bellinger jersey. I say Clay. He looks like Clay. Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger bat, that is. And a Cal Ripken Jr. jersey. And a state bird of the Western Meadowlark. And I think the other big one was that X-Fractor. That was a toughie. We had the foil filigree of Brent Rooker. I hit a lot of his cards too. There's minis that are hitting. They're just kind of sliding. They're not going down on the corners. I'm doing this purposely at an angle so they don't get damaged. And yeah, X-Fractor of James Wood was the other big card. So that's pretty much everything other than the orange foil filigree of Willie Adames. That's probably the hardest card to get out of all this that we got. Those seem to be pretty tough. So that's cool at least. But nothing crazy. For those that are going to be looking at the future, we do have the Box of Topps Chrome update here. So whenever that fills, we can break that as well. And then down the road, I do have Cosmic coming. And I think I have one other thing coming. You'll have to bear with me and I can look. What is it? What else do we have coming? Cosmic. And God, what else is coming? Oh, Heritage High Number. Yes, Heritage High Number is coming as well. That's going to be coming eventually too. I don't know when that's going to come out. If it's going to be before Christmas or right after Christmas. Either way, that'll be coming. I've got a couple boxes of that coming, but I do have Cosmic coming. That'll be the next big product. That should be here probably sometime in about a week and a half, 2 weeks is what they were saying. Like December 23rd is what their ETA was. So whether or not it actually sticks to that or not, because I don't know if they want to release something that close to Christmas. It would be kind of silly. Yeah. But anyway, I appreciate you all joining very much and for doing this as like an impromptu break here. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Wish we hit something a little bit better, but yeah, it was a fun break. Looking forward to it. Doing the next one for Chrome Update and then eventually the other one. So you all have a very good night. And if I don't talk to you before Christmas, have a merry, safe Christmas. It's very important this year to spend time with friends and family members because you never know what it's going to be your last. So enjoy, stay safe, be well, and have a good night. Take care.